Hey guys, this is John. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're gonna get a new bike. We're gonna get, well, it's not a new bike. It's a bike I once owned before. We're trading it back. There's a video done many eons ago, one of my first YouTube videos, and we're gonna go over the bike. We're gonna together and go over the specs. And I need some help from you guys. I need to find out who built this bike. And so here we go. Let's check it out. Got Steve. Hey Steve. Check out. He brought me a bike. You might recognize this thing. This is a Ochsner. They didn't have model names. This is just Ochsner is a gentleman that had a distributorship in Chicago selling everything Campagnolo and the like. And he brought this bike to be displayed here. Full campy, some sew-up wheels. Check out these saddles. Got a couple Ochsner saddles. That's the Primo. They're both actually pretty Primo. Pretty awesome. And what we're going to do today is we're gonna work on taking this baby apart. Fiorelli. I like that with a side of marinara. Yeah, we're gonna take this thing apart, and so you can take this thing home. And what are you gonna do with the frame?
Probably just get rid of the frame. It's pretty rusty.
Then maybe bring it to the bike swap or something?
Maybe.
Cool. All right.
I don't know if anybody will want it. Just give it away.
Oh, I'm sure someone will.
It's got some rust. Looks like the chrome, the socks and stuff, or it's just cheap Italian chrome. That's it.
Gotcha.
It's made in Italy, but the chrome would just pop off with your fingernail.
Oh, that bad, huh?
Yeah, it's really bad.
All right, well, let's get to work. All right, my friend Steve and I, you know him as Steve W. over on Bike Forums. We made a little swap. He got a DeRosa frame and fork, and I got a Ochsner in chrome. We switched up and a few dollars changed hands. We're both happy? Awesome. Cool.
Extremely happy.
Well, the gentleman you just saw is my friend Steve. Steve's a great guy. I met him when I sold him a set of wheels on Craigslist quite a while back, and we've been friends ever since, riding our vintage bikes, and I totally enjoy his friendship. The name on the top tube says Olfen H. Ochsner. Now, I met that gentleman years ago when I worked for GT Bicycles. Actually, it was Wisconsin Cycle Supply. They were bought out by GT Bicycles. That was bought out by Schwinn. And every time we went to a bike show at Pheasant Run in St. Charles, Illinois, our booth was upstairs right next to Olfen's booth. So when I was in retail, I used to buy from Ochsner International, which is a distributor in Chicago that catered to cyclists and wine lovers across the country. But I also was next to him at the trade shows. So I got to know him fairly well. And very, very interesting man. Very large individual who had such a presence whenever he was around you. You knew he was in the room. And I actually called him years back when I got this bike. Now, I got this bike originally in 2013 in a barn find. I cleaned it up. I spent a lot of time polishing it. And then it found a new home with Steve for a while. And we just made a trade, as you just saw. Now, I called Olfen himself. I said, Olfen, tell me about this bicycle. I know you made some bikes or imported some bikes out of Switzerland with the Ochsner name. What's with the chrome one? And he was kind of funny. Being up in years, he just basically said, I don't know, I think I got it from Italy. Workers said, hey, yeah, we did that for 1 year. I believe it was 1988. So look at this thing. It's got a Cinelli fork, Cinelli lugs. It is a Cinelli bottom bracket shell. And check out the stays here. Kind of a unique look. Who do you guys think built this frame? He could not tell me. And he could care less. That was kind of funny. He passed a few years later. But I asked him if he had the decals. He had about 8 sets of these decals left. He sent them to me at no charge, sent them in an envelope, and he was quite the gentleman about it. And out of all those decals, I got 1 set that actually worked. They're so vintage. The decal says Naperville Cyclery. Now that's where I got the barn find. It was a bunch of stuff that was owned by the same guy from Naperville Cyclery. I guess it closed down in 1989, and then I recovered a lot of stuff from the barn. So this is just part of it. Now when I got it, it came equipped originally with the parts over here. Let me come over here and show you what they were. This original Dura-Ace group was on there. It was an AX and EX mix. I'm not going to pull the bike out. It's too big of a pain in the butt. But this is a new old stock group that was sitting on this frame. And I took that group and put it on here. I'm sorry, took it off of here, put it on the Lotus, because it was sacrilegious to have a Dura-Ace group on this frame. This is an Italian frame. And when I told Olfen Ochsner how I found it, he got angry. He goes, "You better put Campagnolo on that thing." So I did. Beautiful bike. Why I gave it up, I don't know. Steve's a great guy. We made an arrangement back then, and well, now I got it back. The wheels are different than what I gave it to him with. These are clincher or sew-ups. You got the Super Champion Gentlemen's, the Arkin Seals. Man, I remember that from years ago. He ended up putting some gator skins on there, which is a good durable, very durable sew-up tire. And I'm not a big fan of sew-ups, but I might actually keep these on here. I do have an alternate set I want to put on, and it's, believe it or not, it's the Matrix Aero rims in black with Campagnolo large lance Nova Record hubs, which actually for 1988 would have been apropos. Those Matrix Aero rims were quite popular back then. So, great bike. It's got a Criterium frame geometry. It's extremely tight. I've ridden this bike maybe 20 times before I got rid of it. So I'm excited to ride it again. It does have this Ochsner saddle that Steve managed to find. He also gave me this one. So I'm going to put this one on. I like this one better, and I'm going to give that other one back to him. So if you like that other old Ochsner saddle, leave it in the comments section. I'll have my buddy Steve sell it to you, because I think he's going to sell it. So, beautiful bike. Kind of excited about it. And I'm going to post some pictures also of this at bikeforums.net and also select Facebook pages. Here we go. Chinelli bar and stem, basic cork tape, repop hoods, rack and pin steering, AM/FM radio. Nah, just kidding. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor, in the comment section below, tell me what brand. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor, in the comment section below, let me know who you think built this frame. Ochsner can even tell me. I guess he didn't want to look into his old records. But do me a favor, if you know, please tell me. I'm dying to know. Chinelli lugs, Chinelli bottom bracket, Chinelli fork crown or fork. And the build quality is beautiful. And it's all chrome except for the bottom bracket is black. So leave it your opinions in the comment section below, and we'll catch you next video. And by the way, the next video we do is going to be on the PX10. We're taking it apart. And matter of fact, if you look up here in the corner, you might be able to see it taken apart already. I started that video. I'm waiting on a crank puller. That's kind of why I'm stalling. I don't have the correct crank puller for it. I hear it's a very unique size, a 23.35 millimeter puller, and I don't want to ruin that crank. So anyway, stay tuned for that. We're going to have 2 or 3 episodes of rebuilding that PX10. So thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next video. I got to slap it.